You don't want to keep your guests waiting while you're reading a long news bulletin. You get the point. In your prep, you read the first paragraph, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. As in, that time it should be reserved at least for questioning your guest, the interviewee, per se. So the marks at least should be 3 or 4 in order to push you quickly to the interview, which is the main crux of it. But in the news bulletin, there's no interviews. Just like government and public service, daily government and public service, there are no interviews. So you can just read and read and read. When you get to interviews, like open conversation, like blowout, you don't get to start reading 6, 7 paragraphs while your guest is waiting. Just start like this and waiting, and you're reading and reading and reading. Because you sent the link to him, he's already conversant. You understand? It's a trending news. People already know the news. So what you're trying to get is his point of view. His point of view is the crux of your interview story. As if you're handling an interview, sure, okay, can continue. In sequencing, you have, first of all, you're in River State. When you're gathering news, you gather a whole bunch of news. Let's say you're gathering 10 news reports or 10 topics. You understand? When you gather 10 topics, then you have different states. Let's say using Nigeria, maybe you're talking of a Nigerian-based topic. Let's say like government and public service. In government and public service, it's very rare to start discussing America or discussing Niger or discussing Nigeria specifically. So in that point, you're discussing from different regions of Nigeria. You have to start from the state you are discussing from. I'm using River State as an example. You might be in Delta State and you're doing this. You have to start with the state you're based in. You understand? So okay, you can be able to get this is exactly what he's trying to say. You understand? So that's what I meant by breaking it down. It's not like you're wrong. So these are just examples. Whenever you have the chance to get access to me, please, I want you to always ask me questions, particularly about what you understand. Some of these things you're doing, I can't really attend to everybody, but you can always meet me for clarifications on some issues, please. Okay, plus minus, we are looking at 3 to 4 paragraphs, right? Right?
I 4 paragraphs.
Yeah, that's 3 to 4 paragraphs, right? For a news report, for a news story, an average news story. So, it shouldn't be more than 2 to 3 minutes, right? For a news report, the duration to read the news report shouldn't exceed this.
That's sorry sir, for when you're casting the news or for your presentation?
Your presentation, and the presentation does not, in the production, it will show in the presentation if it is any of this. You understand? In the presentation, if your presentation exceeds this, then you're not having a news report anymore. So while you're producing a news report, you have in the back of your mind that the amount of words you put shouldn't exceed this amount so that it doesn't turn into something that is no longer a news report. You understand? Say?
If it's longer, then what would it be?
That's why I'm coming to that.
Okay.
That's why I said that it's no longer a news report if it's more than 2 or 3 or 4 paragraphs. Alright? Yeah. So 2 or 3 or 4 paragraphs shouldn't exceed this time to be able to present it. An average news report shouldn't exceed this. It is a news report. Then now go into feature.